This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thanks, guys. The Florida head coach told me before the game, this is a developing storyline. Early in the season, they took a risk starting a young freshman quarterback, but he has continued to shine and get better each and every week. Now, late in the season, a chance for the college football playoff is on the line. His team is playing with great energy and enthusiasm, but they have got to continue to take care of the ball and focus and perform every single game. We'll see how he's able to get off to a quick start here in the first quarter. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Reese?
Appreciate that, Holly. The Gamecocks will kick off first, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Motion from the back. Jones wants to throw it. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. There he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Florida!
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, 1 snap, put it in the end zone. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Now here's Sellers, coming out aggressively. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
His size makes him a matchup nightmare. They recruited him specifically for plays like this, to run down the field, climb the ladder over a smaller DB, make a play for this offense.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. This quarterback part of their running game. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Right back to him on the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. Fourth down, Sellers. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Sellers through the noise. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Running inside. It's Pryor. Picks up the 1st down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to adjust the pattern. Firing to the right, complete. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Snags it, and there's running room. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Sellers. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
They'll line up for a second down play. Pulls and fires complete. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Throwing, Sellers. Finds his back in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Scrambling away. Fires downfield. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Again, it's Sellers. He's going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Takes it on the return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First play of the period, first down here.
Ready? Go, go!
Chucked it away just as he was hit. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. This guy is just wearing them out. Another first down, already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just the first half, and he's already had himself a full game's worth of stats.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
So now it's second and long. The offense changing the play. Jones to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Lets it fly. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
And I've seen some crazy things with wide receivers. Like, they want the football. They call for it just like he does here. He wants the football, but, man, you've got to make plays. And if you're going to be loud and you're going to be that guy, when the ball comes your way, you got to make plays on it, and he doesn't do it there.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Turning it on. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators.
And there you see his playmaking ability. Man, golly, like, for a quarterback to be able to do this and just take off and outrun a defense, it shows you how athletic these guys are. They're big-time playmakers. And the moment the defense doesn't focus on them, they'll take off and they'll take it to the house.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Sellers unloads to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Now here's Sellers, looking to the big tight end. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Sellers to the air again. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
Quick release by the QB.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Quarterback making adjustments.
Freeze! Hydro! Rock! Go!
Jones wants to throw it. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is extended a little further.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great, but I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Got his man. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The run inside. It's Clark. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on 3rd down. I know we're in the 2nd quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
And that'll be enough for the 1st down, a gain of 13 on the play, and the clock stops for the 2-minute timeout. The Gamecocks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Here's Sellers to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Working that left side now. Got enough space.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Throwing Sellers. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Quarterback may change this route. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. He wants to go deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Man, that is going to haunt this quarterback. He had his receiver running a deep route. He was open, and the QB overthrew him. Man, that sucks.
Jones to throw. Quick completion on the out route. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He'll pull it down. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day.
And, man, this defense, they looked a little bit frustrated. He's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
To the air on 1st down. Got it. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. The Gators moving quickly to the line.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. He wants to throw it. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Florida. And they take it in for 6 more points. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Sellers. Time to take a shot. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back to pass, it's Sellers. He'll take the deep shot. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye of that Bull Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's take a look at the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on the number 25 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions.
He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback.
And it's the Huskers, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. And maybe, just maybe, this win helps them turn their season around. They get back to 2-3 on the year. Here now, a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Big 12.
Here's Sellers to throw. Looking left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start.
Makes the grab and room to run. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
And he makes the extra point. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Unleashes one. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Red pass, it's complete. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Give to the running back. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these all.
There he goes. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Gamecocks are threatening on 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Clark. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
And after that 1st down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Trying to punch it in. He will not get there as the defense stops him again.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball. I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
Sellers on the play action. Takes the easy one to the back. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
They want to run this quarterback. And some great 4th down defense against the run.
That's such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback, because on fourth down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a terrible feeling when you know the defense has won, especially on fourth down, and you're going to be coming off the field.
Running inside, it's Brown. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5.
Check. Hey, move. Go.
Jones wants to throw it. Quickly complete. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got him. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time it's 2nd down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Jones to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Under fire. It's on target and complete. Oh, he's got some space. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Gators. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes...
Got a little grass. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They're working that left side. Bust through behind his pad. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still...
Breaks into the open. The 10, and he scores! Touchdown, South Carolina! This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Jones wants to throw it. Complete. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Might be changing the route.
Booster, booster! Ready, go!
Looking to throw on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And that didn't look like it was the right read. Like you got to be smart as a quarterback, make the right decisions. And I know he's a go-to guy, and he's already had success on the day. But sometimes you can force it in when it's just not there. That was really good coverage. I know he's good, but be smart with the football and don't try to force it into closed windows.
Cross, cross!
Second down, he'll throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
It'll be 3rd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Down, run, rock, rock, rock. Q, Q. Go, go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes a catch, first down and maybe a lot more. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Gators go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Trying to run, it's ball. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day. And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Might be calling a hot route. On fourth down, going to the air. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense got it, they're on the run. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Scooped it, scored it, into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. How about this? A two-point conversion coming. They'll send the back in motion. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for two does not work out. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. They'll move the wide receiver. Jones to throw. He's taking the shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives. Lets it fly. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
And these running backs, they practice with receivers now. They're running routes all the time, and you see, they give him the football out in space. He knows exactly how to run routes and how to do damage. And the best part is he's a running back after the catch. And look at him chew up the yards and make the big play and get all the way down the field.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Throwing, Sellers. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, It's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout. It's second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The run inside. It's Brown. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside give. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record,